Today I thought it would be fun for us to think about why Christians celebrate Pancake Day, or indeed for that matter, why does anyone celebrate Pancake Day? Now I'm going to let you into a little secret here. My husband is normally the cook in our family, so this is actually the first time I've ever made pancakes. So I'm a bit nervous about doing it, but it's supposed to be really simple. All you do is you mix some flour and some milk with some eggs to make what's called a pancake batter, and you have to whisk it up like I've done here. And then you get a really hot frying pan. So this is why you need to have an adult with you if you're going to do this at home. And you put your pancake mixture into the frying pan and let it cook. Now, the first one I did as a practice just before now went horribly wrong. So I'm rather hoping that this one is going to go a little bit better. But while it cooks, I want us just to think about Pancake Day. What's it all about, other than just the sheer delight of eating tasty pancakes? Well, actually, the proper name for Pancake Day is Shrove Tuesday. And if we want to understand about Shrove Tuesday, we have to first think about Ash Wednesday, which is the day that comes straight after it. Now, Ash Wednesday is the first day in a time season in the Christian calendar called Lent. And Lent lasts for 40 days. It runs from Ash Wednesday all the way through to Easter. So Lent is a time that Christians use to think about Jesus and God in the run-up to Easter. Why do we do that? Well, we do it for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it lasts for 40 days because that reflects a time period of 40 days that Jesus spent in the desert. Let me just have a quick look at my pancake. I think we'll just leave it there just for a minute longer. And when Jesus was in the desert for 40 days, because it was a desert, he didn't have much to eat. So traditionally during Lent, people give up food that's tasty. So you might want to give up chocolate or a special treat like that to reflect the time that Jesus spent in the desert without much food. I'm just going to see if this is ready to do what we do with pancakes. This has gone much better than the first one, I have to tell you. Can you see it in there? I'm rather impressed with that. But now I have to see if I can flip it. Are you ready? Shall we see? I don't know how well this is going to go. Whoa! Well, it's flipped, but it's flipped back onto the side it was already on. So I'm just going to use my spatula to flip it over to cook the other side. But we're not just reenacting what Jesus did in the desert by giving up food. Christians believe that Lent is a time that we can really take time to think about all the things that we've done wrong and say sorry to God for them. So people liked in the olden days to think that by giving up something, it was an extra way of saying sorry to Jesus. Now, I have given up chocolate in the past for Lent, but nowadays I tend to find it's more helpful to my faith to actually do something more to deepen my relationship with God. So I might choose to do an extra Bible study and learn more about God from the Bible. Or I might take time to pray about a particular thing every day and use those 40 days of Lent in that way. Let me just have a look how this is going. That's not bad at all. Shall I see if I can do a proper flip this time and get it all the way over, because it's looking not too bad. Are we ready? Way! There we go. That's all done. So I'm going to pop that down just here, and in a moment when I finish talking to you I can put some sugar and lemon on it and have it for my lunch. So Lent is a time when we can really reflect on Jesus. For Christians who believe in God and Jesus, we can be thinking about the things that we've done wrong and take time to say sorry to God. So what on earth has that got to do with pancakes? Well, remember how I said that Ash Wednesday is the first day of Lent and that people liked to give things up during Lent? Well, that meant on Shrove Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday, it was like they had a big feast and finished eating all the things that they had in the house that they weren't going to be able to eat for the next 40 days. And if we go back in time, things like milk and eggs were particularly special and valuable. They weren't the essentials that we have every day, and they wouldn't keep without a fridge. So if you're not going to use them for the next 40 days, you've got to use them all up, all in one go. So somebody came up with the idea that, well, we'll make pancakes, we'll use up all the fat, the butter, the milk and the eggs, and get rid of it out of the house so that we're not tempted to eat it during Lent. So really, Pancake Day is just a tradition that somebody came up with. There's no mention of pancakes in the Bible. So it's a fun thing to do, but it's not something that you have to do as a Christian. It's more that it's an opportunity to start our time of Lent thinking about Jesus in the run-up to Easter, because at Easter Christians think about the fact that Jesus died on the cross for them and then he came back to life. And the reason that we believe he died on the cross was to pay the price, to take the punishment for our sins, our wrong things that we've done. So we all do bad things, we all make mistakes, we all think wrong things or unkind things. And Easter is a wonderful celebration of what Jesus did in taking the blame for the bad things that we've done. So Lent is a great time, an opportunity when Christians can really just prepare themselves for that celebration and be thankful to God and be sorry to God for the naughty things that we've done in our lives. So if you don't believe in God, you can still eat pancakes on Pancake Day. You can eat them any time of the year. It's a wonderful celebration and it's great fun, but it's really good to learn about the meaning behind them and why Christians celebrate Shrove Tuesday and Ash Wednesday and Lent. Now I want to tell you just one more thing. Do you remember how I flipped that pancake? Well, legend has it that the reason we flip pancakes is because on Shrove Tuesday in the evening, the bells would ring at the church to let everybody know that it was time to go to church, ready for the start of Lent. And a lady back in the 1400s, so we're going back a long time, 600 more years ago, she was running a bit late. Her pancakes were still cooking in the frying pan. She ran out of the house hearing the church bells, still with a frying pan in her hand. The pancake was starting to burn, so as she went, she tossed it on the way to the church so the pancake could still cook in the hot pan as she was going. I don't know whether that's a true story, but that's what people like to say. So now we have the tradition of pancake races and pancake flipping. And in our house on Pancake Day, we're all running around flipping pancakes and having a wonderful time. And it's great fun. But then we need to come back to Jesus and we need to remember that it's always good to say sorry for the things that we have done wrong, for the things that have hurt other people, and to have the opportunity to forgive those people who have hurt us. So as you're enjoying your pancakes on Pancake Day this year, I wonder whether you can just take a moment to think, do I recognise that I need to say sorry when I do bad things? Is there anybody that I need to say sorry to? Is there anybody I need to forgive who has done something that's hurt me? And if you're a Christian, then you can say sorry to God as well. And if you're not a Christian, then you can just think, what must it be like for Christians to be able to say sorry to God and to know that they are forgiven by God and to have that opportunity to look forward to the glorious celebration that comes at the end of Lent, that's Easter. So enjoy your pancakes, have fun tossing them, make sure you get an adult to help you cook them, and hopefully yours will come out a bit better than mine did.